What's up guys, welcome back to Doppelganger Streetwear YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be going over how to sort of start reselling as a beginner without any followers. So let's say you're sitting there right now, you want to start selling now, but you don't have any sort of following, you don't really know anybody in the community sort of thing. This is going to be the video for you to help. This is the first part of like a 3-4 part series where I'm going to go over each sort of stage of how to. So once you've started follow these steps as a beginner and you've grown a sort of following, then the part 2 of this is then going to go on to be like how you can then grow to get better and bigger items. After that, it's how you can sort of increase your profits on the bigger, better items. And then the last one is just once you've grown a following, how you can really increase your sales and your profits and that sort of thing. So stay tuned for those videos to come. But we're just going to be in this video for beginners. This is for beginners. This is easy, simple methods for beginners wanting to start out. This is how I recommend going into it. This is how I started going into it. And you can still make a lot of money doing these sort of methods. So let's jump right into the video. So first off, you're gonna want a platform to sort of sell your items on. Platforms that are available to you is things such as Grailed, eBay, Depop. If you've just started out, eBay is a very, very good thing to use because you have lots of new people looking in eBay, going straight there to look for the items. They do take a 10% fee on there. What I'd recommend, if you're a beginner, what I'd recommend 100% you do is you go over to the app called Depop. It's basically made for reselling clothing, streetwear, vintage, whatever. You make a store on there. You can start to, on there what's really good is you can start to sort of grow a following, but when you're starting as a beginner, it's the best method out there by far, because as I mentioned, you can get followers and people following you, but to start selling on Depop, you don't need any sort of following whatsoever. People are looking on Depop every single day, and your item will come up. They can set a price or a size or whatever, and if your item matches the filters they've set and thereafter, doesn't matter how many followers you got, they will message you, they will want to buy your item. That's why Depop is such a good platform to utilize for when you're beginning to sell. It's really simple to list up your items on. So they've got a messaging system on there, so people can send you offers on there, or they can say, hi, I'm interested in it, is this still available? So yeah, number one tip for beginning to resell is choose a platform to sell on, and choose Depop as that platform to sell on. So now that you've got your platform decided and you've set up on what you're going to use to sell on, what I then next go on to is what items you really want to sell. What I recommend is when you're starting out, you want to sell the smaller items. As I say, you don't want to go straight into box logos. You actually just want to go straight into, as I said, stickers, cheap tees, accessories, all those sort of things. Like, you can pick them up for anywhere between £10 to £30. You can flip those on. You can make serious money just off the smaller items when you're starting out. You don't need to put a lot of money up. You don't need lots of money. You don't have to have lots of money to go into reselling. Like, I started out with a £20 Supreme cap when I started reselling. You don't need to save up money. Like, I get messages all the time of people being like, oh, hi there, I really want to start reselling. Oh, how would I go about it? I've just saved up about £500 to start. Is that enough? You don't need any money to start reselling. The box logo stickers, you can pick them off of people. Quite often for like issue 50p a sticker. List them up on your Depop for £1. You're making 50p on everyone you sell. Let's say you have 100 stickers. That's £50. You just made £50 like that off some Supreme stickers. Like, you don't need lots of money to go into this. And that is just something to really keep in mind when you're starting to resell. Don't think that you can't go into it because you don't have this amount of money, or you don't feel like that's enough money. You can start out with any amount of money you want. So when people start to get into Supreme, they want to go straight to box logos. They don't want to be spending £1,000 on box logos. They want just a nice Supreme t-shirt. Even people who do wear Supreme, they don't want to be wearing their £1,000 Supreme box logo all the time. They want to be wearing Supreme tees every day, so they don't have loads of money to spend on it. Oh, they want accessories to put in their room, but they don't want to spend lots of money on it. Just start out cheap. Step number 2 is start with the smaller items, such as stickers, accessories, and cheap t-shirts, and you don't need lots of money to put into them. As I mentioned in later videos, the next part of this, then you can slowly sort of ease your way into the box logos, or the more expensive t-shirts, or go into shoes, or that sort of stuff. Shoes is a whole nother thing. This is for Supreme and streetwear really only. I will have another thing on how to start selling shoes, because shoes are just as profitable, but really, and they're just as easy, but there's different methods you've got to go about that. So if you're after shoes, subscribe, turn notifications on, all that sort of stuff, and next videos to come will be on how to start reselling shoes and all that sort of stuff. So just, yeah, Now, another really important part of when you're selling or starting to sell is just to stay on the app, be consistent. If they can see that you've been active today or that you're active right now, you know, they can drop you a message and, you know, they're after a quick response. You don't want to be waiting a week for a response from a message. You want to wait an hour, a couple hours tops, you know. Another thing I would suggest is when you're starting selling, right, this isn't going to be successful straight away, right, but you want to create yourself an Instagram page straight away. You want to create yourself an identity, another Instagram page, you know. You might have your personal one there, but you want to create one for selling, dedicated to selling. Now that can be a name, that can be a brand in itself, that can be something, a stupid little name to do with Supreme or shoes or whatever you're selling. Once you slowly start getting followers on Depop, and you're consistently posting on Depop and Instagram, you start to get followers going over to your Instagram. You know, leave your Instagram out in your Depop bio, so people go straight from Depop over to your Instagram, start following you in there, and that will be part 2, explaining how you can use Instagram to really start selling. But so step 3 is create an Instagram, leave the ad in your Depop bio, people will go over there, start getting following on there. You don't need lots of followers to start off with, as Depop is going to be your, you know, best tool to go about selling stuff. So just as a quick recap, you want to, when you're starting to resell, you want to choose a platform. That's the first step to sell on. I'd recommend Depop, but other platforms are available. You want to start out with the smaller items. Don't aim big. You want to start out with the smaller items. You don't need lots of money to go into it. Start out with stickers, accessories. Stickers is probably the best way to start going into it. And then you can build that up into cheap t-shirts and accessories, and from there obviously you go onwards. So remember, keep the items cheap. You don't need to put lots of money in to make lots of money. It doesn't really matter. Third step is create an Instagram page. Leave the app for the Instagram page in your Depop bio, and just stay on Instagram and on Depop. Just be active on this. So you can answer questions, update things, all that sort of stuff to really increase your chances of sale. So I hope that video helped. This is just for beginners, obviously. If you're looking for more, don't forget to subscribe, drop a follow on my Instagram, check out my website for stuff I'm selling, and just, yeah, remember to subscribe, turn off the notification bell. So yeah, I hope this video helps you. Please let me know if it did down below. Please drop a like rating, all that sort of stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video.